Hi everybody, Sanbala, and welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. So listen, you guys, we are going to talk about episode 6 of Amagrootman. The show is still nice, it's still watchable, you guys, and not overly exciting, but it is enjoyable. Okay, so I am still watching this show. Now, you guys, the first scene that we see is Hlophe no Mapoloba, you guys, and obviously they get to talk about the relationships with their wives or partners. Because listen, you guys, can you imagine if men just existed alone in the world? What a boring world that is. The only reason men have interesting lives is because women exist, okay? So even in this show or on this show, even though you guys, the main cast is made of men only, but for them to even be slightly interesting, they have to add like women in there, okay, girls somewhere for the show to be interesting. So now, you guys, like, listen, every time that Ubegi Hlophe, is it Begi Konje? Ubab Hlophe talks about taking another wife. I'm like, Ubab Hlophe, okay, sit down, okay, please sit down, okay. Babshope and me are in the same WhatsApp group, okay? We need to sit down and only stand up when they call people that need to lose weight, okay? For healthy reasons, okay? Or for health reasons, okay? Stand up if you need to lose weight for health reasons. That's when me and Babshope are supposed to stand up. There is no second wife that you are supposed to take, sir, okay? Those the uncles that are telling you you need to get your brother's wife, tell them to sit down too, okay? Nobody should be taking a second wife when they need to lose that weight that he needs to lose because it's good for his health. He's already diabetic, okay? There are so many things that Dubab is supposed to focus on. I don't understand why this man, every sin that he's sitting to take now, he is telling us about taking the second wife. Sir, you need to sit down. Only stand up when you're going jogging. Only stand up when you're stretching so that you can go jogging. Only stand up when you are taking a salad from your wife to sit down again and eat it. Okay? Stop telling us about taking the second, third wife. It makes no sense. Okay? I'm not Baby Showman, guys. Nami, I'm fat. I need to do the same. I'm just encouraging him and encouraging myself at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't understand it. He says that the uncles in the family are saying that he needs to get the wife of his brother because apparently his brother passed away. Now the wife doesn't have a man because, guys, how horrible for a woman to be single after losing a husband. We need a man, okay? Every time a woman loses a husband, we need to look around for a man before this woman drops down dead because she does not have a man, okay? What woman has ever survived without a man, okay? What woman? We have never ever heard of single women, okay? They don't survive, they die, they can't breathe. It's too much for them. Life gets too much for women without a man, okay? That's what happens in the world. So that's why whenever a woman loses a husband, we need to look around for the next one before this woman runs out of breath and dies. You know? Yes. Nonsense, okay? So he's having that conversation. I'm like, I hope it's for the show because I don't think any woman really wants, you understand what I'm saying, Babu Hlophe needs to focus, diabetic, needs to eat right, needs to jog like he was doing Olwandle the other day, which was a good thing. I was like, you know what? I need to do the same. Okay, I need to take this example from Ubab Hlophe. But the taking of the second and the third wife, forget it, Baba, forget it. I don't even want to see it on the show. It must not happen. Okay? Anyway, you guys, they also get to talk about Matt Poloba's relationship. I actually realized Ropa on the show because we haven't seen a lot of scenes with him, okay? He is in a relationship that he's claiming is serious and he's on the way to marriage. He was in another relationship where they married or almost married, but this woman started grooving, yabona. she started doing what men do, okay, which is groove, even though they are still in marriage, leaving him behind at home, and then there were trust issues and all of that, okay. That is the story that Mapoloba is telling, okay. But I would love to hear a story that the ex is telling, because I suspect that they probably have two very different stories. Apparently, he was a really good boyfriend that took her on overseas trips and even to Dubai, because that's what men think. Because when they do all of those things, that mean that they are good men, okay? And they overlook all the other stuff. I can cheat on you, but I've taken you to Dubai. I mean, do you know how expensive accommodation is in Dubai? That's basically what he was saying, okay? So after, okay, he did all of that, but the woman still wanted to go and groove at the club. He decided there's no respect in this relationship, there's no trust in this relationship. Then he moved on with his life, okay? Unless he reveals more, that is what I understood, okay? So with the current relationship, he kind of wants to take it one step at a time, which is good for him, but he still has intentions to get married. That is the Mapoloba, okay? The Mapoloba guy. Now, you guys, I really noticed on this show that Mpho, the one that is not really that moneyed, okay, remember the one that was talking about taking taxes, the delivery guy, he's giving us really good scenes, Mpho, okay. Mpho is giving us good scenes. Every scene that Mpho is shooting, he's participating, he's having conversations, he's revealing more about himself. I think it's difficult for him because he does not have like a partner, like he's married, so he doesn't live with any of his kids. It's difficult because he can't show us that, because he doesn't live with his kids and also he's not married. But so every scene that he's shooting with the guys. But every scene that he's shooting with the guys, I kind of feel like I'm getting more from Mpho than any other guy. It's Mpho and then it's Bonga. They're really giving us the show. They're giving us content, okay? So now, you guys, Mpho is buying the hats for the guys, the safari hats for the guys, because he wants to take them to the safari and apologize for that whole thing that happened with him and the girl in the bathroom, because Bonga was not impressed by that, okay? They say he bought the 6 hats, and I think they had said that the hats are like 400 rands each, and I was like, listen, you know, I hope the production is going to pay for those hats, okay? Because we don't want Mpho to get broke while trying to shoot a scene on the show. That doesn't make sense. So I thought he was just going to buy himself a hat and then buy Bonga a hat, because I was like, Mpho, you don't have to do that. Those guys have money, okay? I hope they refund him the 400 rand, okay? But the hats were nice and all of that. Now, you guys, who was he with? He was with Hlophe. Ne? Yes. Guys, am I the only one that feels like Hlophe will do anything to leave the house and leave the wife at home? There's something strange about him and his wife. His wife loves him very much, respects him, and does, you know, acts the way that wives are supposed to act. When she's around him, this is like the greatest man on earth. But we know that wives do that because that's what they're supposed to do. But sometimes it might not be the greatest. But Hlophe sometimes be looking like he be shooting every scene with every guy without his wife. Like he be doing everything to get away. And at the dinner, I was like, something is going on. Okay, something is going on. I will be very shocked if Hlophe has a side chick, because I'll be like, isibindi senu mantombazane, because I know what, yes, it's about money, but yes, it's about money, but if there's a girl out there that is having an affair with Hlophe, I'll be like, hey, so what do you do? Myself go shugela ubaba. You call his wife. If he is, because it looks like he might. Okay, because every time they talk about taking a second wife, they usually are already cheating. But I'm like, Sibindi samantombazane, eh? I was like, I don't see how that works, okay? I can see how it works with the wife, because you just have to make sure he eats right and all of that, is active and all of that. As a side chick, what do you do? Because as a side chick, you're just supposed to do one thing and he's supposed to do one thing, okay? But how does he do one thing? That's my question. There is a one thing here that looks like it will be impossible to be doing with the side chick. If you're already struggling at home to do the thing with the wife, how are you going to be able to do it with the side chick? That's what I'm asking. But I'm sure there's a side chick about Hlophe. Mhlawumbe futhi more than one. Ngiyahlawumbisela. Mangithi ngiyahlawumbisela, it means allegedly. Well, it's not even alleged. Ukuhlawumbisela is not alleged. Ukuhlawumbisela is, you know, maybe you understand. Kanti allegedly means ukuthi kuyavunguza. People are saying, Anyway, you guys, we also did see a good scene. Bonga is shooting good scenes. I love it. Whether he's with the guys, whether he's with his wife, whether he's with his boys, he is shooting good scenes. Okay, it looks very intentional. Again, when he's shooting, it's not like he's like, okay, what are we gonna do? His scenes are not feeling like that. His scenes are feeling like he's intentional and spending time with my son. They were driving somewhere. I don't know where they were driving because they drove somewhere to, I think it's a garage. He left his car, they got into one car with his son and they just started driving and they were talking. The conversation is about the girl that came. I said last week that the girl was coming. No. Apparently, he had sex with a girl that is a virgin, so he has to hlaula. I don't think that the girl is pregnant, which is, thank God, hallelujah, because Bonero looks like he doesn't even know whether the son is coming or going, okay? He's just not at a stage where he can have a baby. So the conversation was about that. Okay, what's happening, with the girl that came? What is the story? He says that, yes, I know the girl. Yes, we did do something with her, but right now we are not together. So Babak is like, did you know that she was a virgin? And he was like, yeah, I did. But I think what he's trying to say is that that's what the girl says. Okay, he says that that's what the girl says, that she was a virgin, but I didn't really feel it. Okay. And that's the thing, you guys, with the boys, because if a girl says that she was a virgin and you don't feel it, she still was a virgin if she said she was a virgin. Unfortunately, if she says she was a virgin, she said she was a virgin, okay? What I don't understand about this situation, you guys, is that what happens? So after she has sex with the Usbonel, then she goes home and says, I lost my virginity. Like, okay. Like, okay, I lost my virginity, and then they're like, okay, let's go and look who's in trouble. I just wonder how that works. So that's the reason that they in trouble. And Bonga is saying he does not want to take care of it for his son because he feels like if he pays for him, then he's not going to learn the lesson. Maybe he can help him, but he wants it to be initiated by Usbonel. I think that is a good idea because it's important to teach them. All you could have done, well, I guess even if you use protection, if it's a virginity situation, then in fact, girls can just scam guys now with this virginity thing, because how do you know that they've never gone somewhere else by Yolanda virgin? How do you know ukuthi akaze baye somewhere bayolanda futhi aphinda alala nomunye aphinda athi futhi I was a virgin bahamba bayolanda? What a good scam to run. I'm surprised the scammers haven't thought about this one. Okay. Anyway, you guys, I did love their talk. So he was talking about how he feels he needs to find a part-time job, to so that he can save money. I was wondering, I wonder if he can work for his dad in his businesses, maybe, and raise the money. At least that will teach him, there are consequences when you do certain things. Okay. So I did love Bonga and his son's conversation. He really is giving us good sense. Okay. Now, you guys, remember last week that Andile and his wife to be, the one that is expecting, they had discussed inviting, sorry guys, remember that Andile and his wife to be had discussed inviting the guys to come and hang out with them before they do their big members and whatever. I'm suspecting that maybe what do you call it, the finale might be the Andile and stuff. Just thinking. So everybody was there, guys. Mpo was with the partner, guys. Those who watch the show, who's that girl? Because I didn't feel like it's the baby mama. Remember the baby mama that he met at the mall when he was taking the baby's clothes? I didn't feel like it's that one. And I also thought he said he was like single, and but he showed up with somebody, you know. So I want to know more about that situation, even though they didn't talk about it a lot, you guys. So it looks to me that even though the guys know each other and the wives know all of the guys, but it didn't feel like people that spend time together. The wives, they were greeting each other that they might be meeting for the first time, or they're not really friends like that. Okay, you know. So yes, you guys, but it was a nice setup at the dinner, and they were just having conversations. But it ended up being focused on Hlophe and his wife. Okay, and there's something going on with Hlophe and his wife because he was just they listen. When Hlophe is with his wife and it's the two of them, they have respectful conversations. But at the table, it almost felt like he wants to prove ukuthi yena at home he is that man who okhuluma noma kanjani nonkosikazi wakhe. You know? You know, they were talking about a man can go wherever he wants to go. The wife is supposed to be at home taking care of the kids. And he was like, but that's what I took you for. But he was saying it's, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. That whole dinner is still continuing. So I'm hoping that next episode we are going to see more of. But it left me feeling like, what's going on with Hlophe and his relationship with his wife? The way that he was talking at the table, it was not the same that he talks to her when it's just the two of them. And then everybody's attention ended up going straight at them because even the guys are like looking at him like, what is going on? Okay. So I think maybe partly is that thing I'll go to when somebody wants to take a second wife, sometimes they would want to prove that there is something that is not complete with you. This is why I want to take a second wife. I don't know, you guys, but he is confusing me with that. I think even with his wife, she was laughing at most of the jokes he was making, but you can see that they're cringy about the way that the conversation was going at the table. Okay, and even when they were getting drinks, which yes, the other guys opened the drinks for the other ladies, but he didn't. Even the wife joked, "Ukuthi buka nje abanye there, bavulelwa ama-drink, mina I don't." Because I think sometimes money around each other with other people, sometimes just do the thing that you don't normally do so that it doesn't become obvious that you don't do the thing. If you see the other guys opening the drink for her, if Vulanji drink, it won't hurt anybody, you know? So it was things like that, you guys. It was things like that. And he was saying almost like the reason he spends more time outside of the house is so that he can have peace. And I was like, how? You know, so I really do want to see more of that dinner. I hope that they're not just going to cut it. Next episode we see other things because I just want to listen to the more of the conversation because there's something that is off about, you know, Hlophe and his wife. Anyway, you guys, that's all that we saw in this episode. Like I said, I definitely still feel like I'm watching the show. I'm liking it. I've already given it a go ahead for the next season. Okay. So if I was making a decision, I would give them the next season because I think that their season one is really, really good. But I do feel like over time we're going to need other guys to give just as much. Okay, Undwalane for once. Where was Ndwalane in this episode? The one who said that they had a fight with the wife. Oh, where is he? Was he at the table? I didn't see. It was in Paul. It was Hlophe. It was Bonga, and then Lon. How Andile. Yeah. Was Ndolana there? I need to go and watch back. What's happening? So Ndolana hasn't given us much. And Umpo has proven that you don't really need to have a partner on the show for you to give good scenes. So he has been able to give us good scenes without him having like a partner or a wife or a fiance. So even with Ndolana having challenges with his partner, he can still give us good scenes, but we're not really getting them. Okay. And yes, you guys, anyway, and also I feel like I hope the conversation, because every time Hlophe is with someone, like Hlophe is with Umapoloba, they always talk about the taking of the second wife. I want other conversations not just about the taking of the we listen to too much of that on our TV, the taking of second wives. So I want something else. But nonetheless, you guys, I still do like the show. Okay. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you thought about this episode in the comment section. Like the video before we're gonna share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in the tanda.